All right, what up, world? Hemingway checking in, and we are back with another stream. So I appreciate y'all coming to the page. If y'all seen this video popping up, appreciate y'all showing love to it. So you already know the deal. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page, ring the notification bell. That way you'll get all the notifications for the videos I have coming out going forward. And today we're gonna touch on a few topics. So I want to talk about a few videos that came across my timeline personally this weekend, and basically just about the music industry and certain songs and artist images, how there's like a disconnect and it's kind of like an imbalance in the music industry. I'm gonna talk about this funny clip I got from Complex about rappers fake net worths, and then also do you remember what Master P made him say? Can you tell me what Master P made him say? We're gonna look at this clip and see, who got it right, who got it wrong. I think it's becoming a generational thing. My 30s and up, so y'all know what I'm talking about. But this first clip I'm gonna get into is from a dude named Cadillac. I'm sorry, my bad. A dude named Crackalack. I had like three different titles, three different names in my brain just now, because I'm from the Carolinas, so I was about to say Cackalack, then I almost said Cadillac. But his name is Crackalack, and he's a engineer, producer, videographer. He was an artist as well. He's been making music and everything for a while, been creating for a while. But I started following him, and he actually has a dope clip. There's a more in-depth clip that I couldn't find, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with this first clip he has, kind of explaining where we are now, just as whatever you do, and where content kind of goes and falls into that. It's just like a little skit type clip. All right, so I should have prepped this up before I came in, but all right, nah, I ain't gonna do it like that. All right.
You create content, bro?
Hey, at this day and age, whatever it is that you think you do, that's second, and it's got to be content creator first.
Dude, I need a laptop right now. I'm not putting any content out right now, bro.
All right, so that's a quick video. Like I said, he's got a more in-depth video to it that I actually need to find.
Sexy.
I actually need to find because I really want to talk about that one. But he made a great point. Like, whatever it is you think that you do today in 2024, and in the foreseen future, like, you also have to create content around it. Like, it's just part of the job now. And for a while, me being an artist, it felt like it was just in the artist box because it was already creative. So it felt like it was just a create an additional job for creatives like artists and musicians and stuff like that. But now, I mean, it's everybody. If you make, what I'm saying, if you are a baker, if you are a chef, if you make candles, if you make whatever lotions, like, it's a part of the process. It's like a new step that we're not necessarily so new now, but to a lot of people, content creation has been a thing for easily the last 10 years, and the last 5 has been like, okay, we all must do this now. So it's a new step, an extra thing, and a lot of people, depending on what your lane is, you got to find yourself getting comfortable with that before you really get used to doing it and get consistent with it. But for me, the music was already locked in. There's certain things that certain areas I was still learning in, and I've been making content and been putting content out. But this is where I've come to the space of streaming now, and still putting out, posting recorded videos and stuff like that, tutorials. But I actually want to approach this the proper way, and I have to gain the attention of people who are somewhat like-minded. Might not even all be like-minded. Hopefully I get some people who, if you disagree with some stuff I have or some of my opinions, you can let me know. But I can attract people that appreciate what I'm providing content wise, and then I can start to sprinkle in more of my music, because I still have to cross that threshold of building a community and really garnering a base of people that rock with my music a little bit more than what I already have. You know, I have that minimal foundation, but now I'm really trying to build a community out of my social media platforms, and then be able to sprinkle my music in through that, but then also create content that not only I like, but people appreciate. You know, the whole thing is you gotta give people something that they can. You have to give in order to get with this type of thing, and the content that you create is the give. It just depends on how it relates to whoever gets attracted to it. So, you know, yeah. But this next clip we're gonna get into is it's an interview, and I think I'm drawing a blank on the podcast. Drawing a blank on the podcast name, but came across my timeline on Facebook, and they're actually the person who runs the podcast is interviewing a actor. Can't remember his name at this moment, but he was in a handful of movies. I think Roll Bounce was one of the ones. Like a few movies he's been in. You'll know his face when you see him, but he talks about the imbalance, or like he talks about artists specifically not telling the whole story of both sides to the story when they have a certain image, and how that is today versus how it used to be. And that's always been something that I always pointed out with artists in particular. One of my favorite artists is Jeezy, and he was one of them people to me. Like Thug Motivation 101 was so fire because he told both sides of the tale. Like he told the side of the balling out and having the money and getting getting the girls and all that, but like really having it. But then he also told, you know what I'm saying, like what happens when you get pulled over. Don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, like telling you what risks come with that. So those are things I always appreciated. But let's go ahead and get into the next clip, and then I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Red and Little Kim to me. The thing is that the difference is with Sexy Red and Little Kim to me is social media plays a part in it.
Okay.
So I'll tell you why. Little Kim, you could still differentiate the art from the person. So Little Kim would do all her salacious content, her music. But when she got on the red carpet or she was in interviews, she can comport herself as Kim and say, okay, that's a part of me. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But now when you have your Suki Hanas and your Sexy Reds, and I'm not hating on them, but now they are portraying like, no, that's not just the music. That's who I am. They don't turn it off. And this is who I am in interviews, on the red carpet, and then on social media. So now what happens is it's cool that if that's what you are and that's what you want to portray. But my thing is tell the whole story. So when you're promoting this baby daddy culture and this my baby daddy in jail and I send him money and this, that, and the other, tell the whole story. That's cool. But say, hey, that's what I do. But this is hard though, because I got to take care of these kids by myself. I have to send him money. I have to always be available to him with collect calls. When you talk about she's the raw dog queen. Okay, that's cool. Say that.
Issues.
No, say that, right?
Health
Yes.
That's a real lyric?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
I'm not making this up.
I don't know.
I'm not making this up.
I'm the
So
raw
when
dog.
you say that, right, and you
Oh my
trivialize catching STDs, tell the whole story.
In the era of super gonorrhea.
Exactly.
All right, so Hold the Court. Shout out to the Hold Court podcast. Yeah, I appreciate my dog for that one. So he made some good points, like he made some very good points just about the disconnect. Like all it is back in the day, even if they didn't put it all on the music, he used the example of Lil' Kim. She would have her image in her music, but in the interviews, that's when you would see the other side of her. So it's just a versatility thing. You know what I'm saying? We all have different sides to us, but then versus now, it's like now they don't show the other side. And I'm sure we've all noticed this, where there's an artist with whatever image, and I don't know, like obviously we have the Soulja Boys of the world. We got the Sexy Reds of the world. We got Lil Pumps of the world. And it's like, but when you see them do something that's not in the character we know them for, it's almost like, oh, it humanizes them. Almost like, oh, okay, dang, that's what's up. Like you're him. Like if I saw Lil Pump, like not purposely setting it up and recording it, but like somebody caught a clip of him like helping out a homeless person or just helping out a lady across the street or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Like, he actually got some respect about himself. But when you hear his music and you think about it, you just think about Gucci Gang and the fact that he's always talking about, the stuff he talks about. And then in interviews, he also shows that same personality. And then any other time he's on camera, he shows the same personality. And it's like it's never anything different. And the same thing with, like he said, about Sukihana or Sexy Red. Whenever they're in front of a camera like this, it's all the character. It's never like both sides of it. And there's even been instances with Suki where I've seen interviews about her, and they get on the topic of SEX, and then it's like the person interviewing her come off kind of strong about whatever he's saying in that topic, and she kind of gets offended, and it's like, they only really know you for the one thing they see you for. So I can understand to a degree how that could be. You can take the wrong approach with the information that my man has gathered from what he knows about you. So it's all about really, I feel like in this whole thing, like I said earlier with the example of Jeezy, the balance is missing. It's just the whole story. Let's tell both sides. Like, that's one thing. And I know these is older names to depending on the crowd of the people that I hit, but most of my analytics, I'm hitting anybody between 25 and 35. So y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all understand. But even somebody like Pop was so dope because he popped this shit, but then he also educated. So there was a balance of both. You know what I'm saying? And someone like I said with Jeezy, he talked this shit as far as the streets, and he popped this shit as far as having it and really being that guy. But then he also gave game about how these situations look on the other side and what to do to maneuver in certain situations. Whether or not the thing you're doing was legal or not, he gave both sides of the story, which I appreciate more, because it's like, this is a route you taking that come with shit. So, and then it just makes it tough today, because a lot of people expect other artists to be just the one character or whatever, and it gets weird. But that's why I say it's an imbalance, because even this is all, for the most part, this is the example I just said about other artists making it hard for us to stay in character. It's like, or other artists creating that character for us to seem like we got to stay into. It's like, that's the hold up. All right, my bad. Yeah, I'm trash, y'all. My camera battery died, but I from what I'm seeing, the live's still good. We straight. I just had to switch out my battery, so hopefully I'm gonna see this when I bounce it off. But anyways, to wrap up that whole thing, man, like, I feel like that's all on a major scale. So to people that don't know much about music as far as in depth, that are just like surface level fans or whatever, you think that when you see what major label artists do, or the artists that get the most notoriety, you think that all artists have some sort of form of character they got to stick into, and it's like, everybody ain't just the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? There's other artists that are, knowledgeable or conscious. There's other artists that are sensual and soulful. There's, a variety of different things. But I think a lot of people see the major label artists, or the artists that are always getting the spotlight, and think that that's what, for the most part, that's what rap is. That's what hip hop is. And I don't like that, because it's just showing one side of the story, So yeah, that's my take on that whole thing. And the next clip I got, right, so this kind of still plays into the the image and the belief of, you know, what rap is supposed to be. It's a clip from Complex, and they got my man, if I'm not mistaken, my man name is Speedy, and he's interviewing different artists, and Consonant's in here too, but everybody else is an artist, and they're talking about, you know, their net worths. So let's their fake net worths. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Now, a quick Google search shows that your net worth is $9 million. Is that accurate?
I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm not saying nothing about that.
Smart man.
But you're doing all right for yourself.
Yeah, I'm blessed. Yes, I am blessed for sure.
Quick Google search says that your net worth is $150 million. That just seems inaccurate to me. Can you just let us know if that is true, false?
It might be accurate because I don't be liking all my business out there like that. So they may be giving you a piece of the paper, not all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we can say that we'll say that it's accurate.
Yeah, I like being discreet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to know what I'm getting or what I got. You're just supposed to know that I'm a giver.
If you do a Google search, it says net worth $75 million. I feel like that's far short of where it actually is.
You know what I learned about life? That we don't need to talk about everything.
I did a quick Google search. It says your net worth is $5 million.
Right.
Do you look up your net worth and laugh at that?
My son told me that one of his friends at school told him that he looked up my net worth and it was $5 million.
How inaccurate is that figure? So you do laugh at it.
I don't think nobody on that Google net worth is real. It's correct. It's accurate.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I'm sure you're well past that mark.
All right.
Now I want you to watch how, you know, the video take a bit of a turn at the end about this whole net worth thing.
A quick Google search says that your net worth is $80 million. Is that accurate?
Jesus Christ. I made a lot of money.
The last time somebody said something about your net worth, you was like, bro, that's way off.
I feel like I've actually passed almost doing $88 million. Like, I make a lot of money. I make a lot of money.
If you do a Google search, Rod Wave net worth, it says $3 million. Is that accurate?
Oh, what a that cat. I owe $3 million in taxes. I know that ain't right.
Is it way off or is it in the ballpark?
Nah, that's way off.
3M tax bill is crazy.
I'll show you if you don't believe.
Quick Google search shows that your net worth is $7.5 million.
Because first of all, they said my net worth was $75.5 million when I only had $100,000 to bank. That lies. Do not look at those, okay? Do not look at that, okay?
So it's inaccurate.
It's inaccurate.
Is it more, less?
There's been times where it was less. Now it's more. But there was times where it was less than that. That's why I'm like, don't believe that. Because some people, it's not even what it says. It's less than that.
The cup runneth over?
The cup runneth. God is good.
All the time?
God is good, you know, but I got to be careful. I don't want any more tax hurts.
If you do a quick Google search, it says that your net worth is $20 million.
That's hilarious.
Is that accurate?
I wish.
Is it not that?
It's not that yet.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little less, but it's good.
Do you ever Google it yourself?
I've done it once. Yeah, somebody said like, oh, like that. Oh, you're worth 20 million. I'm like, what? I tell the IRS that.
You're right.
I don't know anything about that. I'm just kidding. IRS don't come at me. I was just kidding.
Do a Google search. It says Nav's net worth is $5 million. Is that accurate?
If you know someone is doing well, it's more.
In Nav's case,
Yeah.
more?
Yeah.
Is this $5 million
that was
far
Nav's
short
first
of
time
where you're actually at, or
Yeah, more, way more.
Does that type of shit bother you when you look at net worth and it only says $5 million?
Hell no, it used to say 400,000. I remember it said 400,000, and my car was $400,000 at the time. I'm like, how the hell do I have 400,000?
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand that, like, so with the net worth thing, it plays into the image thing. A lot of people think that every artist is really balling. We already know, like, again, if you're in my demographic, 25 to 35, the old MTV Cribs, what was the BET joint? Behind the video, whatever, something like that. Like, we found out later that all that stuff was just, you know, it's budgets and industry, and it's all most of that stuff these artists don't own. So when you hear these net worths flying around, most of them come from Google and Wikipedia. What does Wikipedia do? They lie. Wikipedia can be edited by, it's not just people that like work for Wikipedia. Like anybody can update Wikipedia. Like I think the artist managers can go and update Wikipedia. It's open like that. Obviously it can be hacked. So I don't even know. We don't even know who. I don't even think Wikipedia knows who updates Wikipedia. But also on the flip side, like without on the opposite of being the networks being high and like, you know what I'm saying, they actually make more than that, like being lower than what they actually make. Like Cat Williams famously said, you know, you can Google his net worth. He's like, I Google my net worth and I had that on me. So it's like he makes more than that. But then you also see it in the reverse where it'll say an artist is worth 20 million. I don't know who the guy was at the end there. But it'll say well, I know Nav at the end. The guy before Nav, I don't know who he is, if he's an artist or whatever, but he says it says he's worth 20 million. He's like, I'm not there yet. And even Keke Palmer said her net worth was listed at 7.5 million when she had 400,000 in the bank. And then Nav said, you know, his net worth was listed at 400,000 when his car was 400,000. More than likely, he didn't own the car; it was a lease. So the way he said that was vague, but that's cap. He wasn't the owner. More than likely, you know. But if you can lease a car that's worth 400,000, more than likely your income or your net worth ain't 400,000. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, like that plays a role in like the comparison and the image thing of artists. Like we be seeing this stuff and you'll see the blog. It's all promotion and damn near all of it is marketing. Like a lot of artists ain't really having it and really owning stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Do they lease it? Do they rent it? Are they living in it? Do you see them living, riding, dressing in it, playing with it? Yeah, but that's not really they shit like that for real. So, you know, it's just a character, it's an act. And especially the ones that sign to these major labels, they more the flashier they seem, it's usually less likely that they really own the shit that they flash. The more realistic it seems as far as the flash and the style and the shit that you see an artist representing, the more realistic it is that that's them and that's they shit and that's the, you know, that's the actual real them. So when you see independent artists and certain stuff where they be having this stuff, they might have a couple chains or whatever, jewelry, nice cars, but it ain't what you gonna see. It ain't like the new Tesla truck that's out or whatever Cybertruck that's out. But like these cats, we see them copping these new Tesla Cybertrucks right now or whatever. Like they leasing, even if they own it, they going broke doing it. Like it's you know, for the most part, it's a lot of people. And I'm not talking about like people that really got it. I'm talking about like I saw one in an apartment complex, and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I like when you start to see it in your city, it's people that's probably not making the best decisions, but are trying to live up to the lifestyles or the appearance of rappers, artists, singers, entertainers, athletes. And even this applies to athletes as well. Sometimes that all that Wikipedia information is incorrect. Like it's not right. So anyways, all right, this last clip, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. So like I said, my demographic, my age range that usually pops up on my social media from what I've seen in my analytics, 25 to 35. So more than likely, y'all can answer this question for me. What did Master P make him say? Let's get into it.
Master P make him say, oh my God, bruh. What year you was born? Huh? What year you was born? 2006. What did Master P make him say? Master P make him say.
First of all, it's crazy to hear some. You didn't hear the first kid's. He asked him the same question, what year he was born. But it's wild. When I heard this, I was like, these are high schoolers that were born when I was in high school. It's my mind was. I had one of them like moments where I was just like staring off into space, cause like that's crazy. They was born in 06. I graduated in 09. So like I'm it's crazy to me. But it also makes sense to what we witnessing here.
What Master P make him say? Make him shake. Make him sing. Oh my God. Make him shake? No, man. What year you was born?
2007.
What did Master P make him say?
Who the fuck is Master
Oh. What year you was born? 05.
And what's throwing me off, I'm trying to catch the accent. I know they're in the South somewhere, but at first it sounds like he could be from Louisiana, but then low key is like, I gotta see the name of the school. That could be a little Charleston in there. I don't know, but like, I thought it was from Louisiana. Shorty, I know she young, but she said, "Who is Master P?" That one hurt. That one hit a little bit. I was like, "Whoa, who is Master P?" It's crazy, man.
What did Master P make him say? No. What year you was born?
2006.
What did Master P make him say?
Master P make who say?
What year you was born?
2006.
What did Master P make him say?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
What year you was born?
08.
What did Master P make him say? Wow. Officer Thompson.
Yes, sir.
What did Master P make him say? Okay. Yes, yeah, make it say. Miss Carolina. What did Master P make him say? Dr. Patterson. What Master P make him say? What did Master P make him say? You was born?
04.
God, you old. So,
oh man, that's crazy because he said 04. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So she was probably a senior. Yeah, she was a senior. But man, that's all right. So notice, obviously, me stating that age difference. Notice how the teachers and the workers in the school, they was excited to answer the question. All the kids was like, "What?" And clearly we ain't doing a good job of passing down the lineage of that, you know what I'm saying, that real deal, you know, like the independent. This is an independent. Master P, I had to cover him because he was a legendary independent, still is. So it's like, that's crazy, man, to hear that. Like, these kids was born in 04, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, that's crazy. First of all, that's, 04 and 08, that's 5 years. I don't know. Maybe she worked for the school. I don't know. But anyway, that's none of my business. But man, listen. So again, I go by the name of Hemingway. If y'all have liked this video and enjoyed my personality here today, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the page, ring the notification bell. That way you can get notifications for all my other videos and lives that I have coming forward. And also make sure y'all go ahead and swing by my site, check out my personal music. And if you are an artist or a producer and you need mixing services, you can also go to the site and book me there for mixing services. Again, I go by the name of Hemingway, and y'all already know me, man. I'm still at it. Until next time, I'm out.